Over the past year, we've done a big revamp of the transfer advising web pages. So I want to take a minute to show users how to best utilize this resource. In order to find the transfer advising web pages, you'll want to start at the Students tab from our homepage. Click on that and scroll all the way down to the bottom till you find Transfer on the left-hand side. Transfer Advising, the last link, is what you want to select, and this will take you to the landing page for Transfer Advising. Let's start with Transfer Planning. This is a wonderful resource for students who are just trying to figure out how to go about the transfer process, and I always draw students' attention to the step-by-step transfer planning guide. This takes you from the very beginning of maybe selecting a major here at ACM all the way through the admissions process, scholarships, and moving on to your four-year school. I'd like to point your attention to step 2. We have some good links for students who are doing that search process. I really like these college search links, in particular Big Future. That is a link that is administered by the College Board, and it's great because you can compare schools. I think you can sort 3 schools at a time, look at them by size, by cost, by admissions rates. So great resource. I also want to point out that we do have listings geographically. This is a US by state, and then this is all the Maryland community colleges and four-year universities, along with West Virginia and Pennsylvania. So let's go back to the landing page, and we'll go to this middle section. This is more specific information about colleges and universities. The very first thing that we've done is we have listed every single one of our articulation agreements. Articulation agreements allow students to more seamlessly transfer from ACM to particular colleges. You can search this table. It's a pretty long table, so you can search by institution. I'll type in Frostburg, and up comes, oops, because I didn't type it right, up comes the Frostburg articulation agreements, but you can also search by major as well, so that you don't have to keep scrolling through page after page after page of the database. Any student or faculty member that's interested in learning more about these ACM articulation agreements, please contact Barb Kelly here at the college, and you can link to her email address here. I also want to point out Artsis. Artsis is a database that is run by the University System of Maryland, and it helps Maryland community college students see how their credits will transfer to University System of Maryland schools. There are also some other schools on here, for example, Hood College, a private school. I believe Washington College is on here. So there are more schools outside of the University System of Maryland on this as well. I always recommend that people take the tutorial first. There's a lot of different ways to use this site, but it really is a good tool for students who are staying within the state of Maryland. Finally, if you want specific information about regional colleges, this particular page will link you directly to the transfer websites of those schools. For example, let's look at Towson. So if we click on Towson, we're going straight to the transfer admissions page for Towson University. So these are many of the colleges and universities that ACM students transfer to, and we lead them directly to the institution's web pages so they can have the most up-to-date information. So back to our landing page, there's one more thing I want to point out, and that is our transfer events. Right now we are in the process of putting together a spring virtual transfer fair across the state of Maryland. This will be available for our students February 22nd through 25th. It will, of course, be virtual. We will also be posting more events on this page as they become available. Many colleges are hosting virtual open houses, and we are hosting virtual campus visits. So watch this page for more information about what's going on at ACM. So that's it. That's our transfer pages. I hope you use them, and happy transfer.